Hey guys, first of all, I want to apologize. I look like crap right now. I know. It is like 9 in the morning. I know that might not be super early for most people, but it is for me. I just went and got my license renewed. Today's my birthday, my 21st birthday, so I had to get my license renewed. Happy birthday to me. But my birthday is not really a happy time for me anymore. A lot of stuff happened last year that, threw all that off, and my birthday and the couple weeks before my birthday are not the best for me. So I wanted to take today and, tell you guys a little bit about myself and about, what happens when I do have these really bad episodes and, just explain a lot of things. And also tell you a little bit about me in the meantime. I recorded this video few weeks ago, beginning of March, I think. There's a hair on my camera. Go away. Anyway, near the beginning of March, and I didn't even know if I was gonna upload it, and I was trying to think if I wanted to do something special for my birthday. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do something special, but it's definitely a more serious thing, and it does have a very important message. So I really hope you guys listen to what I have to say and take it to heart if you're in a similar situation, or if anything like this has happened to you. If you know anyone going through stuff like this, I want you guys to be able to help. So this is why I'm putting this out here. I'm putting this out as hopefully, maybe people will open up more. Maybe people will be willing to go get help or anything like that. So all I'm hoping is that this video helps someone out there. It's a lot of me talking and going through random nonsense, so a lot of it is gonna get cut out, but I really hope you guys do get the message from today. So I hope you guys enjoy. Thanks. Hey guys, so today is March 4th, and it is currently 6:28 p.m. It's March 4th, 2016, and it's 6:28 p.m. And today I'm going to tell you about myself. All this cat paws at my leg being all needy and such. Today I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, and I will talk about why I mentioned the date and the time and why this isn't your normal intro and all that why later. But I figured it was about time you guys knew a little bit about myself, and figured why not? Hey, rotten. Anyway, so my name is Rachel Caitlin Phipps. I am 20 years old. I've lived in Tennessee for most of my life. I did a lot of stuff. I wouldn't say a lot of stuff. I did choir through most of my life, from 5th grade to my first semester of college. All kinds of choir, church choir, competitive choir, everything. I did it. I loved it. I did a lot of theater when I was in high school. I was on a forensics team my senior year, and I loved it. I loved everything about it. This is really more of an overview than anything, because there aren't a lot of specific details that are really that interesting about me. But, whatever. After my senior year of high school, I graduated, went on a family trip and all that stuff, and it was great. I went to the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga for 1 year, and I did not do well, because I was more focused on the people in my life than my actual schoolwork and the struggles I was dealing with than my schoolwork. And I was sick a lot. I got strep for the first time, and being a music major and, having strep, that didn't really work out too well. So my professors didn't understand all that much, so it did not go well for me. But it didn't matter. In my mind's eye, it really didn't matter, because I wanted to go to school. At some point, I knew that I did, but the time I went right after my senior year of high school, not say most, but a lot of newly high school graduates do. They go to college right out of high school, and I did that to keep a promise to my mother, that I would give college a try and at least go for a year before joining the military. So that was something I'd wanted to do for a very long time. I wasn't even halfway through my very first semester at UTC that I went and talked to the recruiter down in Chattanooga. Very nice man. South Sergeant Massey, I believe his name was. and went and talked to him, took the ASVAB, got things started. At least got the ASVAB out of the way and started the ball rolling. So I was back from Chattanooga. I was back in my hometown of Johnson City, Tennessee for a few months, and I was living with my mother at the time. Will you stop it? Go. Silly run thing. I was living with my mother at the time. I was living in her basement. And just because that's where, it should have been. It was fine. No big deal. Only a couple months after being home, I went and talked to the recruiter here, Staff Sergeant Foy, and he is honestly one of the most honest, upfront, and trustworthy people that I've ever met. And I will always heed his advice, and honestly, I've been really tempted to go and talk to him since I've been back home. Also, I apologize for all this glare. It's very dark in my room. My main light does not work. For one reason or another, I've changed the light bulb like 10 times and it does not work. So I've got this little lamp right here, and it's just causing intense glare, so I'm not even wearing my glasses. It's just very white right now, so I apologize for that. Let's see. So Staff Sergeant Foy started going to MEPS and doing all that. I didn't really know what I wanted to do in the military. Oh, let me make this clear. I was wanting to go into the Air Force. My grandparents were in the Air Force. My dad's father was in the Army, but my mom's parents were in the Air Force. My older brother was in the Air Force. My sister-in-law was in the Air Force, and that's what I wanted to do. And my younger brother had the same idea. That was his plan as well until recently. Let's see. But yeah, I started getting ready to go to MEPS and the Military Entrance Processing Station, which is what that is. I started getting that underway and just getting all my testing and stuff done and out of the way. And, I was happy. I was good. I got a text from my recruiter. Someone had, dipped out of their ship date, and there was a job open. And I was just not even thinking. And I was like, yes, I'll take it. I just Googled it real quick. And I was like, oh, this seems kind of cool. Yes, I'll take it. I'll do it. And he's like, are you sure? I was like, yeah, I'll do it. He's like, okay, it ships out in a month. This was September. It was September that I got the text. I left October 14th. I shipped out October 14th. I had less than a month to get all my stuff together, to arrange my life, and say bye to my family. But I was ready. I was ready to go. I had been in debt for only a couple months, which is really fast. It's a lot faster than most people. My brother was waiting for a job for over a year and a half. But I shipped out. I went to basic training. I graduated, and honestly, I love basic. I didn't like a lot of the situations we were put in, but I think that's obviously meant to happen. If you're going through basic military training, you're not going to like everything you do. But I enjoyed the experience. It was a good experience, and I will take it with me for the rest of my life, and take the lessons I learned and try to put them into my daily life, and make sure that still stays a part of me. Because the Air Force runs in my veins, whether I'm in it or not. But let's see. I graduated basic training, got to spend a couple days with my family, went to technical training out in California. In my earlier videos, I don't think I ever mentioned the military or anything like that, but in my very early videos, when I talk about California, I'm talking about technical training. Let's see. I started to go to tech school. The friends I left basic with and went to tech school with, who had the same or similar jobs as me, were my best friends in the entire world. The camaraderie you formed during basic and during just in the military period is something that can never be replaced. You can never find those relationships anywhere else. They are your lifelines, very literally. Cat, try to be serious here. She's not working with me. So, I had those people that I absolutely loved, and I still do. And obviously they're across the country doing their own things. They're all over the world doing their own things. It's absolutely amazing what they're doing. I won't go into specifics about the jobs or anything, but just know that they are incredible people. And this cat is driving me fucking bonkers. Will you stop that? Oh my fucking goodness. Anyway. About halfway through tech school, I started running into some issues. Some some mental health issues. I mean, I was sick a few times. Like, when you're living with 50 plus people at a time during basic and then living with even more during technical training, you're going to get sick. It's going to happen. But I was very sick during Christmas and after basic training. And I was sick for a good part of my technical training as well, which made it very hard for physical training and stuff like that. But I ran into some mental health issues. Back when I was in high school, like freshman, sophomore year in high school, I struggled with depression quite a bit. I had a lot of problems dealing with that. But, when I dealt with them afterwards, they weren't as for long periods of time. I was like, oh, I'm just really sad. It's nothing. I'm not dealing with this anymore. It's fine. It came back in full force when I was in technical training, because I had these friends, I had these people I cared about and who cared about me, but I had never felt so alone. You never know what it's going to be like until everyone else has gone home for Christmas or they're on vacation during technical training and you're there by yourself, 3 hours behind your family, and there's nothing you can do. There's no one you can talk to. There's no one there for you, physically or in any other way. That kind of loneliness is something I would never wish on another person in my entire life. So it started when everyone was gone home for the holidays and I was left by myself for a few days, waiting for everyone to return. And even when they got back, it wasn't the same. It wasn't the same as before when they left. We'd had a couple weeks together, before everyone left, before everyone went home for Christmas. But it wasn't the same. Something had changed with me and the way I impacted the group, and I just didn't want to do anything. I had a very hard time getting out of bed in the morning, which is very difficult. When you get up, you gotta be in formation, you gotta be in class at a certain time, and you have to get everything done on schedule, on time, and when you can't even make yourself get out of bed, that is the worst thing. The mental health issues that had resurfaced in me caused issues in other places, which, one thing led to another, and I get the news one day that I am being discharged. It wasn't a dishonorable discharge. It wasn't, this is going to be a black mark on your record for the rest of your life. The Air Force was something I wanted to do for years. That was something that I felt in my soul that I knew that I wanted and needed to do. So that news of being told that I was no longer permitted to do what I wanted to do was devastating. And the night I received the news, they took me out of my classes and everything, and I was working around the dorms and just doing what needed to be done. I tried to kill myself, and very few people knew this. Most of the people in the dorms put the pieces together, but back home, back here in Tennessee, hardly anyone knows. My immediate family knows. My boyfriend knows. My best friend and my best friend knows. My roommate knows, and honestly, I think that's it, because that's all I wanted to know. But I didn't want it to change how they felt about me. I didn't want it to affect our friendships in any way. But if you guys remember, when I first started my channel, I was back home in Tennessee. I was engaged to someone because once I tried to commit suicide, he was the only person in my tech school that I knew out there that did not treat me any different. Obviously, maybe it was on my end, and I can't put the blame on them, but I didn't feel like I held the same place in my friends' hearts. Those comrades that I had, I didn't feel like I held the same place in their hearts anymore. So he was the only person I felt I could turn to, and, after 8 days, or 8 or 10 days of dating, he proposed to me on my birthday. And, I was like, I need to keep this up. I need to keep this up for people back home. I need to go with him and be on these military bases and do this life. I need to do this. So I said yes. And we were engaged for a couple months, and, then he broke it off. I was devastated for a little bit, but honestly, it was the best thing that happened to me. If I had married him, I would be out living a miserable life with someone I don't like, I don't love, and pretending every day. And honestly, I would much rather be here, struggling every day, than with my normal life, than to be out there and not be happy with someone I married, with someone I promised my life to. I would much rather do that. A couple months later, I met Ryan, and things just kind of progressed from there. You know, I got normal jobs, I got a normal apartment, I got my cat, we got a new cat, and honestly, things have been very bumpy for me ever since then, because I hit these spells, and I'm currently in one right now, which is why I'm giving you the day and time. Since coming back to the channel, today is the 4th, Monday, January the 7th, Monday, March the 7th is when videos will start going up at 1 p.m. on their normal schedule. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 p.m. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to keep up. And I'm telling you this now because this video is probably not going to be uploaded anytime soon. It's probably going to be uploaded next time I hit one of these rough spots, because for the past couple of days, you know, I've been on a roll. I got a bunch of stuff under the belt. I've got a bunch of videos and all the editing done. Like, I'm good for the next few weeks. I'm set. But the last couple of days, I have been unable to make myself get out of bed or want to go hang out with my best friend or with my boyfriend or anything like that. I haven't been able to make myself do any of that. But I saw a picture today on Facebook. I am friends with one of my instructors from tech school on my Facebook. And I want to share something with you guys. Because after I tried to commit suicide, he became my mentor in a lot of ways. He was a very good leader. He was a very good military training instructor or MTL, I'm so sorry, military training leader. And he is a huge source of inspiration in a lot of ways. His name is Staff Sergeant Timothy Labardi, and he gave me this coin right before I left. And I saw someone on my Facebook page today tag him in it, saying that he gave him this coin for one reason or another, and how he respects him and how he holds him to a higher standard than other people because of what a great person he is. And that just made me stop and think, like, you know, Sergeant Labardi did a lot for me. He did a lot for me mentally. He did a lot for me, period. I had to go talk to him every night before I went to bed, and I had to go do this, that, and the other that the other airmen didn't have to do. And I was aggravated about it at the time, but looking back on it and having this coin, I wouldn't have had it any other way. Honestly, if I could go back and change what happened, part of me wishes more than anything that I could go back in the Air Force and do what I want to do the job I can, do the best job I can, and serve my country to the fullest of my extent. But at the same time, I know that the lessons I learned were for a reason, whatever the hell they are. I don't know if I know them yet, or if I'm just struggling through day to day now. But with this coin and the other coins I was given as just gifts of appreciation and from all my hard work that I did while I was waiting to be discharged, those mean more than anything to me. I have them here on my desk, and Stella is notorious for knocking them off and playing with them. And I yell at her, but then I'm like, you know what, it's no big deal. I love these. She can play with them, it's whatever. But they mean the world to me. They really do. And for any of you who are out there, who knew me during technical training, I know at least one of you is subscribed, because I just looked over the subscribers the other day. So, Repreza, if you're watching this, princess, I love you, and I miss you. I love you, I miss all of you. But I record this on March 4th at 6:48 p.m. to let you guys know that no matter how much I'm struggling, I'm trying to do this, to do what I enjoy, and to do it for you, for the benefit of both of us. I hope that if any of you are watching this, like I said, it's probably not going to be uploaded anytime near when I'm recording it, but if any of you are watching this and you're struggling, I can't promise it's going to get better right away. You're going to go through a lot of hell. You're going to go through a lot of hell in cycles. You're going to be good for a while. You're going to be great. You're going to be awesome. Then you're going to hit rock bottom all over again. And you just got to pick yourself back up. Today, I was in the worst place. And I hadn't really talked to Ryan all day. Dropped my roommate off at work. And I was like, you know what? I need to go talk to Ryan. So I went and talked to him at work for a few minutes. And I immediately felt better. Not just because it's my boyfriend, not just because it's someone I love, but because knowing that I have that system in place to help me, knowing that I have someone who cares about me enough to listen. And honestly, I wish that I had gone back and used my friends during technical training more as a buddy system, as friends to help guide me and help me find where I'm supposed to go. And I didn't. And I feel like that's why things ended the way they did. With all of them. With all that. But I record this for you guys to let you know that you're not alone. You are never alone. There's always someone. And I was trying to think of someone to talk to earlier, like, oh, maybe I could talk to them or them. But no, I went to Ryan because I knew that he would be there for me and he would help me find a solution. You gotta find that person that will help work with you and help build you up. I'm not saying it's gotta be a significant other. It could be anyone. It could be your Sergeant Lombardi. It could be your roommate, your boyfriend, your best friend. It could be anyone. It could be literally anyone. It could be a complete stranger you met on the street, but you feel like you can trust them and they will help you build you up. If you feel like that's the case, then go fucking find them. You are never alone. There's a train. I'm sorry. Even if you just need to talk to your cat for a little bit. This little rotten shit. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You are never alone. You always have a system. Even if it's a complete stranger or your pet or whoever it is. You are never alone. And you always have someone. Even in the most unexpected places. So, I have no idea when this is going to be uploaded. I have no idea. Honestly, I've been recording for 23 minutes. I have no idea what's going to happen with this video. It might not ever see the light of day. I hope it does. But I do want you guys to know that you are never alone. You are loved. And you are appreciated for everything you do. Even the smallest things. And, you know, if my videos can help, or anything I do or say, if anything that comes from me can help, I will take that and run with it. If I was able to make you smile or laugh a little bit, you know, that's better than what you were doing 5 minutes ago, right? It's a step in the right direction. So I want to make this community a community for good. I want this to be a place where you can talk to total strangers about this stuff and know you have the support in the community. Obviously, we're a very small community right now, but there are still people here that would listen to you. Because I know they listen to me. So why not you? So, and if you guys ever need anything on any level, you are more than welcome to leave it down in the comments, or if you don't want anyone else to see it, shoot me a message. I don't care. If you need anything, you are more than welcome to let me know, and I will try and talk with you the best I can. So, like I said, I'm not sure when this video is going to go up, but, you know, it's here. It's here, and it tells who I am. I still have no idea who I am, but that's who I was. These are the parts of my past that have built me up and torn me down and just repeated the cycle endlessly, including this little demon right here, even though she's precious. So, thank you guys so much for listening to me rant for almost half an hour. I really appreciate it, and so does Stella, even though she's rotten as shit. So, thank you guys, and I know I say it a lot. I'm gonna say it a lot in the videos that are coming up for you guys. I can't wait to see what the future has for us. So, like I said, if you guys ever need anything, feel free to let me know, and I'll try to help as much as I can. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see all of you in the next video. Bye.